Our final game of the evening is Second Division versus Elite Division, and it'll be plenty green as the Three Mountains take on the Quetza Quicks. Here is your Bloodlines Magazine match preview. This is the first meeting between these two teams in any ZFL competition. The Mountains finished fourth in the Second Division last season, just 2 points shy of promotion to the Elite Division. This is the first time that the Mountains will meet a Lizardman opponent in the ZFL. The Quicks finished fifth in the Elite Division. None of us know how, but they did, and drew 1-1 in their only previous matchup against a dwarf opponent, the Barrack Boozers. That was in the opening game of last season, a long time ago now. In terms of this season's form, both teams won their opening matches of this season 2-1. The Mountains defeating Verdanos Valor 2-1, while the Quicks won against another team that we've seen this evening, the White Peak Red Squigs. So, it's speedy dwarfs that we'll see on this show for the first time, Viking Cop. Can they beat the Lizards?
Speedy Gonzalez and the Dwarfs. I think this is going to be interesting because we really much enjoyed the first game of the Mountains, where they clearly send the message that they are not waiting to score at any point in the game. So stalling is not a thing. They are delivering as fast as they can, and that's going to be to make out of this a very lively and potentially high-scoring game, which would be amazing.
Let's get into it then. Our final game of this season's ZFL, this evening's ZFL show, I should say.
Yes, please.
We're not done yet.
We're not done yet.
So it's Dwarfs versus Lizards, and as I say, it's plenty green. Now, technically, I'd be telling these teams off for the colour clash, but the Lizards are mostly blue with a bit of green paint on them. So if you can't tell the difference between a Dwarf and a Lizard, I'm not sure I can help.
So, green being the favorite color of my wife, she walking around and looking at this, she said it's very cool. Mountains playing at home.
Yeah, it could be a tough trip for the Quicks, this one. So far and this is a spoiler alert for anyone who might want to be catching up on the second helping show. But we've just seen the one shock so far, and that was a fairly controversial shock at that, as last season's finalists Vinscore Defiant were dumped out by the Fangorn Falcons.
Yeah.
Can the Three Mountains repeat that trick?
Yeah, Defiant was... I had heard that they were sent out or eliminated via one of the most controversial plays of the entire season, probably.
Yeah, reports that the referee blew the full-time whistle early in that game.
Yeah. I don't think that they truly refused to score. That cannot be.
Here comes the kick then. The Dwarfs do receive. And brilliant coaching gives the Quetza Quicks a team reroll, which means they have 3. Both teams roster 2 in the short term. Green dice as well, as we see a block from Wahin, the journeyman.
Loner.
Early doors. So let's take a quick look at this dwarf team, shall we? We've got Sir Sanford Clemenceau, who is sprint and sidestep. What a player that dwarf blocker lineman is. The speedy return to Cinder St. Helen, who has sprint and tackle. He's like a steam train. We have Lyle Sulphur, the sprint runner. You get the theme. And Cadel Lachouf, the accurate runner, who presumably is one of those delivery men who throws your parcel at your front door.
He's delivering from the rear to the deliverers in the front.
We also have Grouse Kicking Horse with his magic-looking... I don't know what you would call that. His punching device, I guess. His blade.
Punching device. His punching delivery device, remember?
Yeah, exactly. His gauntlet, I guess, would be the right way of putting it. That's the word.
Well,
Are we going to see a foul? Here comes a pass from Le Chouf. It's inaccurate. And that's on the deck and not near any dwarfs.
How bad can this be? Well, there are a lot of Sauruses down.
I already have switched to the red-blue override. The lizards are blue and the dwarfs all have guard. So there you go.
Oh, it's a break. What a start. The Quicks delivering a hard block.
Yeah, good hit from Ney Sanjuk. As Valatrix also comes through there. Hit from the Skink.
And Kicking Horse going down. Oh, this could be a foul too. It's going to be a foul, actually.
Sneaky get foul on Grouse Kicking Horse, and he is stunned. No attempt to go through and get the ball there from Quetza.
No attempt to go through and no standing up of the 6 Saurus.
Oh, I might have taken the boat down here. Well, Dauntless, good skill. We'll have another go. At the very least, Sanjuk is out the way, and the runners are free. At the moment, the Dwarfs having a tough old start to this game. Might be a 1 dice on the Crocs we can take here. Cadel Le Chouf from the Boozers Academy is going to pick the ball up and try and hand off to Lyle Sulphur. And Sulphur's on his way. Look at him go!
The train is at full steam power.
He's technically out the range of all of the skinks as well. See a brave block from Chief Stawamus on Crespa Talipo there.
Oh, well, it's a red day block when you have block are not so risky. But now the skinks are very much confused.
Well, they probably just found that guy again.
I mean, they can base the ball. Question is on whether they are going to foul first.
Other than Lyle Sulphur, who scored 2 touchdowns on his debut for the Mountains last game against Valor, and he's making something of a name for himself early doors. But it's been a fairly steady opening beyond that. Both sides kind of pushing each other around a bit as we look for the game's first removal. Dwarfs don't have any bench today. Here goes the dirty player to try and base the ball. Gets the job done, does Vox Alcorsa. And are we going to try and back this up with the kicker as well? It looks to me like we are. And that's the job done from Esther.
There's a couple of free pluses to score from this position. It could have been facilitated slightly. The Dwarves want to fight.
Hang on, here goes Cadel Le Chouf.
There it is. It's going to be a 2-die. Does not find the knockdown.
I think Sulphur's going for this.
He's on his way.
And Lyle Sulphur scores.
Hey.
The Three Mountains have the lead. But I wouldn't go as far as to say the Quetza Quicks are in trouble just yet.
Well, that's the first delivery from the Mountains for tonight. Hoping to look more of this.
Question is, do these speedy old dwarfs have it in their legs to potentially ground the lizards to a halt and stop the 2-1 grind? Might even need to try and force this game into overtime or something like that. It's an early score on turn 2. A turn 2 dwarf. No, turn 3, sorry. Turn 3 dwarf score. Still, deserves some credit. Here comes the kick from Kicking Horse. And a solid defense for the Mountains.
Well, that is a lot of basing.
Yeah, they're not
And,
shy.
I'm not sure if that was a legal defense. Or a legal soul defense. Anyways. That's a nice kick from the Crocs.
Wahin, the journeyman, standing firm there. And a double skull. And a 1 in 9. Now that is much more like the Quetza Quicks we know.
Yep. They've been producing not much.
The old 1 in 81. Got away with it.
Not much by any means.
Oh, another 1 in 9. That's the last
Oh
reroll.
my God, that's the last reroll. Okay, this is Quicks at their best.
Now the Quetza Quicks are in a bit of trouble. Klaus von Meckenbaum, their new head coach, will be less than impressed with this start. We're going to try and pick the ball up with Chatu Cool.
Ooh.
And he's dropped it.
It's very spicy. Everything is very spicy, and the choo-choo train of the Mountains is still on. Well, I can see
here goes Kicking Horse. Gets the knockdown. Really needs a removal to make that work, or he might have to start dodging through to really put some pressure on this. That 1 in 9 will work lovely. And there's a failed dodge from John Mere the Chugger. Yeah, it was a 4+ dodge. Yeah, his arm hurts. So this is all sketchy stuff for the Quicks now.
They're coming back to protect the ball. Oh, the Quicks have no rerolls. Everything's bad for them now.
We are really protecting this ball before we try the pickup again. And there's the hit on the sidestepper.
Sidestepper, of course, getting closer to the passer. Oh! Well. It's
Sir
a head
Sanford.
injury. Well.
Oh, the ball's dropped again.
Wait.
Look at this. Chatu Cool. Not very cool. Drops the ball. Ah, I'm sad to see the sidestepper hurt.
Yeah.
Get that man a physio.
Is what? Yeah, get him a physio. That would be good. What is the plan there?
Oh, okay. John Mere the Chugger.
We are facing some skinks. Oh, we're not through with that. Interesting.
Okay. Red dice on the Crocs.
Nice move from Grady Hightower.
Oh, there's the skull. I wonder if we might have taken a foul there. Oh, another injury. The journeyman's gone.
Oh my God. How are the Quicks being saved by the fact that they are in elite division?
Well, you pay all that money for a journeyman and he lets you down like that.
Oh my God.
Knocked down there on the runner, Kadal Lachuf. Which is always fun to say.
Choof choof.
Oh, another one!
Break. Oh my God. What's going on here today? What is this sort?
Grady Hightower is the next to go. Wow, this is clearly 2nd Division Dwarf armor. As Chatu Cool has the ball, and there's going to be a sneaky get foul on the runner. Foul. Oh, the ref's going to call that despite sneaky gate, so it's a stun, and off goes the sneaky gate. El Rasco.
El Rasco. Well, the Mountains are now having 3 players less. They don't really care that much. Do you reckon that they can put tackle on the ball? I think they can.
Maybe not with the double push.
They do like this. I think they're going to put tackle on the ball.
Yes, they are.
Yes.
So the Dwarfs suddenly looking somewhat outnumbered here. And that push into stand firm is not going to help them out at all. One dice knockdown is good from Cinder St. Helen. And the knockdown from Grouse Kicking Horse gets the job done on Crespa Talipo as well. But it's not the Quicks who are dying. It's the Mountains who are crumbling in this first half.
Well, after a sort of terrible set of dice, that's a nice, very nice 3 die.
Oh, surely not another one.
Ooh, close.
It's a stun.
That's a stun.
Forward goes Chatu Cool. And that's a pretty good looking screen against most Dwarf sides. Even a particularly speedy one like this. Oh, an ambitious scoring threat. You love to see that.
You have to deliver the package.
Could it be that Kicking Horse can make this? Could it be that Kicking Horse can make this to sack the ball?
Look, he's going.
No!
He's going for that. Oh, he failed. He failed. He made all the dodges and failed everything else.
I'm going to take a moment after this score to go back and have a look at that. No, it's going to be a stall from the Quicks. It was a 3+ dodge, 3+ dodge, 2+ rush, and we failed right at the end.
I think it was a very nice play from the Mountains trying to recover the package.
God, normally you'd be absolutely delighted to see a Dwarf team take a beating like this.
Well, I'm not against that.
Dirty player foul coming. And Kicking Horse being sent a message, but not a very strong message.
Has special protection from his flashy gauntlet. I think there's going to be some punching. Thunders fails, however, it produces a knockdown anyways.
Just can't find a armor break the other way, can they? Nice dodge as Kicking Horse gets to his feet.
Very nicely done. Does not find a knockdown, but still was a good threat against the skink. And we're uphilling the Crocs. Look at this. What a champ.
There's the score from Chatu Cool. And the Quicks level it up right on half time.
There is Warpstone in the spawning pools. It may be. It may be.
There's Warpstone in the ball. Maybe that's the problem. So you have to say, with all those removals, it's looking very, very good for Quetza going into this second half.
Well, there's still 8 whole tons of Blood Bowl that need to be played. And we have seen how the Quicks messed it up very early in their attacking drive by losing both rerolls in a single turn.
So I think it'll be 11 versus 8. I think they did have one on the bench, the Quicks. So more LOS hits to come against the Dwarfs as well. It's a big old ask, this, for the 3 Mountains. Is there anything they're going to be able to do here? Deep kick, high kick. And Chatu Cool has the ball again in his own end zone.
It was a very deep kick.
Here's the blitz on Kicking Horse, who we don't like today.
Yeah, but the dirty players are not really in position. But it feels like the Quicks are going to shift the ball towards the right side of the pitch. Nice use of a stand firm in there. And that's a 1 in 9.
That's a turnover. I don't think it's going to give the Mountains too much of an out. But it's something. It may be something. Cinder St. Helen comes in for the hit. And takes out Kupal Azteca. That also allows us to knock Volvo Exy to the floor. And the armor break for the first time, really, on a Saurus. It's a stun.
Quetza Quicks are really holding. Up, that's a failed rush.
Down to just one reroll in overtime format. We're going to have to let that one go.
Now it is gone. But that's ambitious pressure from the Mountains. And the Quicks are standing up. They've lost one Saurus for this turn.
Nice looking screen there from the Quetza Quicks. Another armor break. This time on Cinder St. Helen. And the Quicks looking every bit the Elite Division team here.
Yeah, they're producing the control of the pitch that is demanded for a top class team. It's going to be up the Mountains to start producing something more than self-inflicted removals. Another failed GFI.
That's the last reroll.
I would say that's a good knockdown of the Croxico, but it feels like the swoosh on the Quicks, on the Mountains players have lost traction. If you allow me the epiphany.
Yeah, no, you're right. They've really struggled to stay on their feet this half.
Yeah. They really need to change the rudder on the wheels.
For a team that relies so much on speed, it's not good to be struggling so much for traction and grip. The Quicks are sauntering down the flank with the ball.
Well, that's a lot of progress. But that's a ball that is partially exposed. Well, I think that's not the ball exposed.
God, Viking Cop, I've just let out a rare thing during a ZFL show. Dare I say
really?
it?
What?
A yawn.
You?
Yeah.
Unbelievable scenes.
Crazy times.
You must be really sick.
Sick of this Elite Division dominance.
Yeah, this has been very, very one-sided in favor of the Quicks. Coming out of nowhere, that's a good knockdown on Volatrix.
To be honest, they've done a really good job of knocking down the Saurus, other than that stand firm one. But they cannot find an armor break.
Yeah, I mean, they seem to have been shopping also in the Bargain Boosters Discount Emporium.
I mean, the skink with the ball, Chatu Cool, under no pressure at all. As the Mountains are not enjoying their first experience of a Lizardman opponent in the ZFL.
Nope, definitely not. The crouch was to be activated, but he said, I don't know very well what I'm doing here. There's not going to be a foul. And the control and dominance from the Quicks remains.
That's your
One
score.
dice, Carl.
I think this is... well, it's very much on the Quicks as to whether they want to provide the crowd with some entertainment here or whether they want to just stall this out.
That Croxigar really needs something useful. Pro would be a useful skill in there. More pushes. Yeah, the Quicks are being... sorry, the monsters are being kicked back once and again.
I mean, there's going to be every single dwarf on the floor here, isn't it?
Well, there's still a blitz, and 2 dwarfs are standing, so there will be at least one.
Oh, hang on, we're handing off to a Saurus.
Oh, easy peasy. Easy peasy.
Well, will the mountains be willing to stand for that? Still trying to get this stand firm Saurus down. We've finally done it. As Slanter goes to the ground. Kadal Lashuf makes the dodge to be something of a threat. I don't know what we're threatening, but we're threatening something.
And red dice are again good.
I mean, this would be Von Meckenbaum's 3rd touchdown on a Saurus in 2 games. If he can pull off this score, which is looking very, very likely that the Quicks can. It is... well, it's controversial in its uncontroversialness, this Blood Bowl. As Kadalashuf takes... I mean, the Croxigor's given up. That's very, very on brand.
Absolutely. He does not want to play anymore. He's happy holding the middle.
Oh, double belt down. That'll be a reroll. We could pile drive this if we want to give the crowd something of a show. We do not.
That's not happening. We haven't seen a single pile drive from the Quicks so far.
Again, the 1 dice have really generally found POWs more often than not. Again, another one from Robson Azuli. But there's just not a single armor break anywhere to be found. Just cannot get it done.
This block is a good skill. Yet another one. Yeah, but they cannot find the breaks, right?
We're going to go for the foul. On Volvo XE, that won't get it done either. We're 1 short.
Will the Crocs want to go for a 3-die hit there? Will he not?
The Crocs won't play, will he? Oh, he does.
Ah, he wants.
Borat Latex is back. And then some. It's a stun. The Quicks totally happy to stall this out.
Well, that's a knockdown. Mighty Blow not doing much. And quickly turnovering.
Here's the score from Nasan Duke. The Quicks are going to win it. A professional job done from the Lizards, who will go through to the round of 16. Unless the Dwarfs can find a magic 1 turn here.
That was a display of professionalism from the Quicks. After, yeah, the Mountains delivered the first parcel in like turn 3 or 4. And they really recovered from a terrible start from their first offensive drive to win this game. It's a very good result for the Quicks. And this is also going to give them a little bit of confidence, especially after having, very bad games kind of last season. So coming back from being down 1-0 and losing both rerolls in the first LOS hits and flipping the game over and getting the win. It's going to be great for them.
Turns out wiping out 3 dwarfs in 2 turns is a good thing.
Yeah, very tactical. I approve of tactics. Yes. Okay.
So we're not leaving the stand firm on the line. Technically,
we are afraid of the dwarf 1 turn.
Means the Lyle Sulfur 1 turn could be on. I'm not convinced it's on. I'm going to be honest.
Quick snap.
I think we would have needed to use the quick snap. We got no rerolls for this either. This is the problem. We're not going to be able to make the second block here count. We might have needed to pick the ball up first and fill that space. Sulfur moved forward. I mean, surely this isn't on. He still needs 2 more pushes. We've only got 1 more block. Kicking Horse is going round anyway, and Kicking Horse is going to end up flat on his back.
What a terrible game for the grip of the mountains.
Quetza Quicks go through, and you have to say the 2 Elite Division teams that we've seen tonight have just got the job done. It wasn't particularly flash, it wasn't particularly exciting, they weren't really under threat, but they've got the job done. And both the Quicks and the Red Squigs are through to the round of 16, where they'll be joined, of course, by the Iruk Maddens.